Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to have you here. I hope you're going to have a lovely happy Friday. I'm filming ahead, yay, for once, so it's not Friday yet. But you'll probably have noticed that I am going to go back to a Friday book page, text page using up Ephemera from. So it might only be a one-off, but I've come up with, well, two things actually where I'm using my book pages. And yeah, I know you guys love a book page make, so I thought I'd come on and share them with you, and then I'll go back to the 12 by 12s next week, unless something else comes to me. But the first thing I'm making, and I'm loving these, I can't stop myself, just, you know, that's me, isn't it, is tabs. Now I'm just into page tabs at the moment. I've been doing paper ones, I've been doing lace ones, I've been doing fabric ones. Some of them you'll have seen, a lot of them you haven't yet. They will get to eventually, because I have done a lot of playing sat here at my desk. But yeah, it just, I was in bed actually when I thought about it, and I had to get up and make a couple. Because I was thinking about my postage stamps as well. So I was thinking they'd be nice on book page. I've put that one on a bit slanty, as I do. I don't suppose it matters, does it? But yeah, lots of stamps. I don't use them that much, and I thought, what a brilliant tab they would make. So they're just a couple of old UK ones with a Queen's head, but they're 2D and 5D. We are now P for pence. I think that was the old, I don't know what the D stood for, but it was the pennies still. So yeah, I don't know if it represented anything, the D. It wasn't for decimal because it was pre-decimal, that. The D was pre-decimal. Once we became decimal, we turned to the P. How confusing. So I've inked and not inked. I've used fancy ones. You know, that's it's a bit of a takeoff if you're not from the UK of or it was an image from a postcard. Oh, it says underneath, look, really tiny. Pictorial postcards, 1980 something. No, it's far too small for me. I don't know if you can read it. Probably not. Anyway. And then that's another lovely Isle of Man one, which is a sort of a holiday destination for us in the UK too. So, you know, you can use any of your stamps. You can have them out as far or in, you know, as your preference. These are faux stamps that I've got from a kit, and I've got loads of these somewhere. I'll have to dig them out. This is a really delicate paper I've put them on, so I've barely put any tab over it all. You can see it's breaking up there a bit, but it's a good use for your delicate paper. I should put some glue on that. But yeah, they're, I don't know if they were from Tanya's kit or Nanine's, but I'm pretty sure Tanya's got, yes, she has got a set of stamps in her. I'll have to have a look so I can put it on put the link in. On her Etsy. I'm trying to think what they are. Anyway, you'll pop over and look if you're looking for some, I'm sure. Tanya is Tatty Treasure. Oh, there's one not done. If you don't know, and her links will be in my description. And then I thought about numbers, how good numbers would be on. Of course, you don't have to have the same thing both sides. You could have a number one side and a stamp the other. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And then I went on and on. So these are labels. Or tickets, I don't know, I think they're probably tickets, one or the other. Anyway, but I thought, you know, they would be good for writing on, for labelling your page or, you know, some such thing. There's so many things I could think of, I just had to stop. So washi stickers would be brilliant on, you know, we've done that before on paper, but it would be brilliant as tabs, as little tabs. Of course, you don't have to cut square ones out. Love those numbers. I think they're Tina's from Shabbydabbydoodah. Oldie worldy numbers. Yeah, great way to use up some of your little ephemera if you find you're swimming in it. I'll just do a little whistle and pretend that's not me. So I'll just make a couple, but like I say, I've got another make as well, because this is, you know, it's so easy. You could probably go off and make one now, couldn't you? As you can see, I didn't know I had one of these. I was just going to put some on the back as well. So I've just put some on some spare pages waiting to go in, but you know, they'd be nice on any pages, digitals, and put them in your journal once it's, you know, complete, and you're trying to pretty it up. What am I going to show you these? So I don't mind the torn. I've done some torn, but I quite like these two pairs of fancy scissors. You don't have to have them, you can cut them You can tear with a tear ruler if you don't like the, you know, your tear. I've got the Tim Holtz, you know what I call it, a chopper, but that's not what it is. Guillotine or cutter. What do they call it? Don't call it anything. It's the decal edge one, so that will, you know, that will give you a fancy edge. It's quite noisy, but you could do quite a few at once on that one. So what I've done, I've cut most of the edge off. And it depends on the size of your text block and the size of what you're going to put on it. You know, you might want to move it further in, so you've only got a small one like that. But if you get ones that fit your whole text block, you can have a little bit of the blank space either side. And if you're using, you know, a fancy cut edge, that shows it up better than, let's have a look, than if you cut through. I suppose you can see it if you cut through the text, but that just looks fancier to me. I'm maybe talking drivel. Anyway, let's put that noisy thing away. And I've got a few book pages out here, so let's use what I've already got cut out. I'm going to use a couple more stamps again because the whole idea was, that sailing ship's nice. Oh, pussycats, look, let's have the pussycats. Yeah, the whole idea was, yeah, well, I'm going to have to go against pussycats though, that's the thing. Oh, what are you? Oh, that looks like hunting. I don't like that. Oh, that's a similar colour. No, I think it's the UK because that looks like the Queen's head in there, and it looks like, I don't know, is it the mark for silver? Maybe I'm thinking because the stamp is kind of silver coloured. Maybe it was for a silver jubilee. I don't know. Anyway, they're a similar colour basically. Oh, let's have a look at. Oh, are you going to be perfect? Are you? I mean, they don't even have to be folded even, do they? Because you're only going to see one side. I've only just thought about that. You're only going to see one side. You know, so if you had a big one and a small one, you could fold it accordingly. So it's from the Netherlands, or Netherlands. That one with the pussycats on. I've not spotted that before. I know most people, not most people, but a lot of people just look at the colour of the stamps and use them. I don't know, I'm a little bit more particular, shall we say. And yeah, I like to know what the image is as well. So I'm going to go quite close to the edges on this one. I'm not sure if I like the amount that I've got top and bottom. Right, I do hope it's light enough for you. I must admit, I have only got one light on. I really should put the other one on, but I'm trying to keep the room cool. Just fold it and have a look, because you can still cut it down once it's folded. No, I think that's okay because it's got quite a big one on the back, hasn't it? Now what colour would I like? I would like some ink around that. I've been using rust hinge, but I don't think that's what I want on here. Let's see what we've got. Weathered wood, old paper. Shall I? I mean, it's black and white, so shall we put some colour on it? Oh, I think I've taken my pink. No, I haven't. I was going to say I think I've taken my pink dot off. I've probably taken the saltwater taffy one off and put lipstick on this. So we'll probably let's have a mixture. So there's some one lipstick on it. It's going to be bright, and now I'm putting saltwater taffy on it. So I'll just do the very tips. I'll try not to go too pink on it. I love the red colours. Yeah, I like those scissors. That one particular, that wiggly one. Which one was it? That one. Really like that one. And they're only cheap ones. Mine are not the, you know, the brand name one. They're just cheap. In fact, I think I got them at the charity shop, so they were even cheaper than that. Don't think I bought them new. Lovely. Where shall we have that one? It's quite a big one. Let's go. Have him stuck out a little bit there. Just trying it a different way. I haven't done it like this before, gluing wise. Previously I've just glued the whole thing and then tried to squeeze it on, but maybe if I just do one side. That's a lot of glue. Oh, well I can't, can I? Because I won't be able to open the back then. Done it now, Denise. I'll have to. Don't squeeze it in the middle. Oh! Don't squeeze it in the middle. That's it. It kind of worked out. No, it didn't, because I was still wobbling, had to move, so yeah. Perhaps I need to do it on my square grid mat, you know, so I can kind of level it up. But you know me, I'm not overly particular about straight. Thank goodness. Just put my pin in there because I've had it out a little while. So yeah, I've done a lot of gassing, so that's taken me a while, but they're literally, you know, a 30-second make. They really are. Let's see. And you can imagine if you had quite a few in there, or if you had them mixed up with, you know, fabric ones as well, maybe some fancy edge, you know, lace edges or edges on your other pages. Lovely. I've got one. This is one you haven't seen yet, unless, no, you won't have seen the blog yet. So it's in the vlog, this one. Fabric tabs. Gorgeous, huh? That was a sneak preview of something I've been working on off camera. Right, I'll clear this away and get the next one out to show you my next. Okay, here we go. I had a quick look at the film so far. It seems light enough. Please let me know if you don't think it is, and you know, I'll know then for next time. But so these, I have made some prototypes. These are what I've been doing with book page. So and you've probably seen these before. These are one of my Alice in Wonderland books that are coffee dyed. Some of my book pages are coffee dyed, some I just put in my journals, you know, not coffee dyed. Not that I don't coffee dye that many, to be honest. This was quite a new shiny book, and it's made it, I loved, you know, what was in it. I loved the text and what have you, but it was like white shiny paper, so it brought it right down. I did that last year anyway. And I wanted to use some of these images up, which is what made me think of the book pages. Now this is a book that Tanya sent me, thank you. She's slowly been moving things out of her craft room, and I guess she's been using a lot of book images and things. I guess she had more books than she knew what to do with. We all know what that's like, don't we? I mean, my gain, obviously, because the images in it are absolutely beautiful. I mean, the big ones, yes, they would be beautiful as book pages. But these small ones are lovely. Well, as you can see, I've used some. I've done some out. Actually, with the book page behind them. I love the images. I think they're paintings, are they? Victorian cottages, but I'm sure they're all famous well, they may not be famous, but yeah, they are all paintings, or old paintings of Victorian cottages and, I guess, countryside. Lovely. It's one of those, if I start looking, I won't do anything but look at it. So what I've done is stuck some of the images onto the book pages, but not just that. I wanted to make them more me. Now, because I've grunged up, that's hard to say, my pages, I've made grungy pages. So I do all sorts of different journals. I do grungy ones. I do, you know, pretty pink boho ones, shabby chic. Oh, I'm nosing out the window, sorry. Just somebody come out of the house and walked down the road who I've never seen before. Oh, I'm so nosy. It's a human trait, isn't it? Anyway, yes, right, back to what we're doing. Back to business, please, Denise. So yeah, I've stuck them on, but I've stuck other things on as well. Now, I wanted to use up some of my fabric scraps, so I thought I could use these on one pet side and just, you know, not hanging off, not flip offs, not with anything attached, just for the, you know, the beauty of the fabric. Put it on a page. It will add texture to your page. Obviously the beautiful colour. I've left odd corners hanging off like that, so you know, if I want to fancy fasten things to it. And I've stitched some of them down and not others, just really to, you know, have the beautiful fabric. Goodness me, the word wouldn't come to me then. I'm not looking out the window now. I was just searching for a word, I promise. So I've got one of the beautiful images. I put some, they are full on pages, I know. Some of my scrappy dyed paper on there. I just fancied that on for no reason whatsoever. That's one of Tanya's, from one of Tanya's kits. Labels printed, either 2 or perhaps 4 to a page, getting that small, but they were sat on my desk and I thought, oh, they'd be lovely just stapled to that. You know, so it's a bit of journaling on it as well as interest. I've just left the book so that you can read at the back, so you can read a part of that. So just really playing around, just put a bit of washi on so it looks like the picture's been stuck on with that, but it is actually stuck on. Same there, a bit of washi top and bottom. What else did I do on here? Oh, so another piece of my paper, and I just split it in half so it looked like it'd come across there. That's a stamp, a splodgy stamp. Just so that it tied this into that. Again, nothing on the back of that one. Now, of course, you could do these with nice clean pages, cut images out of your book beautifully straight and square and edge them. You know, you can take this idea and run with it and make it yours. You know, you could have just a nice little square cut sample or a nice big square cut sample of your fabric. That one is stitched in, but it's very light, look. And then 2 more bits of this pink. I've got another piece over here not used yet. Splodgy. I just stamped things to do on the top of it there, so you know, people will write on it perhaps. Left a bit of this hanging. Oh, that's not, it's coming up. I might have put that one on with what's this? Oh, this is it because I need to order some glue stick. Yeah, I might put it on with glue stick, but it is stitched there and there, so if it comes up it won't be a problem. Rather than cut a piece off there, I wanted it sideways on, just folded it over. This is me doing grungy bits. This one I put the image on the back. I put it on top of some of that fabric instead of, you know, one on each page. Put another one of Tanya's labels on there. Inside some of my papers. And, you know, rather than cut them off and make them fit flat, you know, folded them down. So lots of journaling or hidden journaling or whatever. And then I put another piece of fabric on the front. Again, it's stuck down with Fabri-Tac, I think. Yeah, but there are edges raw, and just to show that you can put something on them. Oops. That's a moped. Oh, he's in his t-shirt. If it comes off there, he'll have some, he'll have some cuts and bruises. So yeah, I've just put a little charm on it. I just stitched across the top of it to make it look like it was stitched on, but it's not. You can just see that in there. Yeah, so that's the theme of them. I might only put one in, you know, a journal, or one in a signature. I wouldn't make a journal with all those in. But, you know, I'm getting quite a lot of pages with interesting things on, so that when I make the journals and I put them in, I don't have every single page that needs decorating. So I've got 3 here that I've still cut out. I like this wishing well. Let's choose a page and do one. I've got one here that I've trimmed round. So I've just trimmed round it with the Tim Holtz Decal Edge trimmer. I was finding I didn't particularly like the what's the chapter header called? It's got a name. The title, that's it. The book title. I'm just going to trim this down a little bit. It just seems a little bit big. Yeah, I wasn't keen on the title showing through. So personal preference. Yeah, there's a lot of sky in there. Let's get rid of quite a bit of that sky. I think that's better. It's still beautiful here. I think the coffee dine's definitely going to be on, the filming of it, I should say. Right, I'm going to what am I going to do to the edges, to the corners? I'm going to round them. That's it. I did do it on one of those on there, but only one. Yeah, sometimes these things just make, yeah, that's better. Yeah, I have been out this morning in my pyjamas. Yeah, give the neighbours a treat. The only person I think that can see into my conservatory is the gentleman next door. And I don't think he'd be that interested in looking at me in pyjamas. But, you know, these things have to be done. Anyway, I tell you too much, don't I? So, yeah, out in my pyjamas in my greenhouse. It's really close to my house, as if that makes any difference. You know, I only have to pop out the back door and into the greenhouse. Because it was already warm. Right, I'm sticking it down and I don't even know what I'm putting on here, but this is a kind of task. You can chat while you're doing it. You don't have to think about it. yeah, and I did some and laid them out because I thought they'd be dry by the time I'd finished filming and tidied my bedroom and things like that. They'd be dry and, you know, no effort needed. And then I'll go down later and film me doing something for you to see. So I don't think I want any washi on them. I'm just wondering if I want to have a piece of this. What is it? Magpie tape. I was thinking it might not even show, but I suppose it would in a certain light. I was thinking I could do with some, I'm sure you can get it, but I've not seen it anywhere, like brown paper on a roll, you know, like this, sticky, but brown paper. Anybody know? Let me know if you know. I was thinking that would be nice, you know, for things like this, make them look like they're stuck on. So let's choose some fabric, shall we? Didn't think about that, but I always have fabric sitting here, so oh, that's not a problem. Now you can either clash or go with the colours, completely up to you. It's on a different page. It's not even going to be anywhere near it in the book, probably, is it? Unless you put it behind it. I do love this one, though. I've used this one a couple of times, I think. I love that one as well. Yeah, let's use that one. It's Kath Kidston. I want it, I don't want it to look, you know, nice and neat. And I wouldn't go with the rest of my journal. See if I can rip it a bit. Oh, this is how I end up with so many scraps. They all say to me, I have so many lovely scraps. It's because I'm always trying to make things, engineer them to make them look. Actually, I don't mind that. Should we go on the back or... Well, I won't be able to sew this one, I don't think, and show you. I'll put a picture in the thumbnail because... yeah, I've learnt my lesson sewing wet or not dry. There's a difference. Not dry glue with my sewing machine. I don't like it that way. It's kind of upside down though. This one feels upside down, does it? Don't think I like you, little bump. Off you go. Oh, I like it that way. I'm going to put it down that way. So yeah, but I will sew it. I don't know, something about the stitching on the material that I like. Now, what about putting it back to front? Because it's a more faded look, isn't it? I'm going to go back to front. That's not going to be easy on there. Let's do it like that. And like I say, I don't mind if there's bits of it hanging over. I even engineered it on some of them, so I don't know, I just cannot pick things up. My fingers. That's it. You can always go back in and stick bits down, but yeah, I don't want it down wrinkled, but I want it to be wrinkled. Does that make sense? I don't want big lumps and bumps in it, but I'm definitely going for a not pristine look. I have the corner hanging off, but I don't want a lot of it hanging off. Yeah, so I'll probably just do a stitch piece down there. I could put some lace on it, could do anything with it. Once I start, and I haven't done this before, it's just come to me, but I think I'm going to ink down the middle of there, which will kind of frame, might have had my brown. I think I've put a different, yeah, I've got the green thing on it, but I'll put a different head on it. I've just got out these last 2 days, Rusty Hinge. I'm loving it. It's a sort of an orangey brown, as you know, as rust is. Yeah, I just fancied inking round, or inking down the centre of the page. Now, it will be sewn into a signature and it may not show, but while I'm looking at it now, while I'm creating, it just creates kind of a boundary in my brain. Oh, do you want a boundary in your brain? Yeah, I like that. I've put that with the other side down. It's muted it down. It was a bit too bright and pretty, wasn't it, for a grunge? So we want some paper. I have got some of this pink. Do I want to do more pink? That's where I practiced that splodge on it. Yeah, I don't want to do the same and have a cut and a cut. Let's try and make it more square, but I'm going to use a decal edge cutter so that it's still, that's the bit prettier side, isn't it? Yeah, so it's still not pristine, but it's more of a square shape. Sorry about the noise, it is a very noisy one, this. I think it's the way the crinkly edge blades grate against each other. It's not possible to have it any other way. Let's just do it in one cut. Oh yeah, wherever we do it, we're fine. We're in. Yeah, so we're more more tidy, but still not. Love these splodges here. Yeah, and I think I might want like a label up there. There's a lot of plain pink. Shall I what did it go so lightly? Do a bit of rusty hinge just because I like playing with it. So I've put some laundry on the light. Well, not laundry. I went to the charity shop. Long story. Here we go. We're back to front again. Decisions. I'll do it that way, I think. Right, I need a glue stick. That one is spent. I did get a Pritt stick here while I was away, so that'll keep me going. It does stick well, Pritt stick. It just tends to be a little bit sticky, a little bit gloopy. You know what I mean, don't you? Oh yeah, I was telling you about the laundry. Well, not laundry. Tablecloths. Yeah, I bought a couple of tablecloths when I was at the charity shop. One beautifully embroidered, pristine white. It's gorgeous. Tablecloth that I'm going to have on my kitchen table. It's not for cutting up. And it was only, I can't believe it was £1.50. It's lovely. Anyway, have I done that the wrong side now? Yeah, I have. That's me all over. And there was another lace one, a circular lace one next to it. Again, beautiful, pristine white, but quite big, and I get only £1.50. And I thought, well, I can't really leave that there. I'll have to take that, you know, just to cut up and maybe coffee dye and what have you for £1.50. It's a crazy price, big, all that lace. Anyway, I washed them together because they were both beautifully white. I washed them together because I like things to smell of my wash powder. You'll know if you know me. I've put them on the, I did it this morning, just put them on the line before I came in here. And the white, the beautiful white lace one, it's got a Laura Ashley ticket on it. It's a Laura Ashley blooming tablecloth. So that won't be being dyed or cut up either. I will be using that one too. Right, what do we want on there? No, I won't know until I find it. That's the thing. I don't know if I just want a plain ticket. I want something a bit, oh, that's nice. I do like that. It's actually, you probably can't even see, but it's got a very faint, oh, that looks so, a very faint pink edge on it. It's just a few touches of white. I don't want to mess the pink up, but I don't really want white. Again, it's one of those things that's just fun to get everything out and throw it at it. My kind of crafting. I'm going at an angle because that's me also. So this hasn't got any interactive. It's all flattened down. Well, that could have, it could have a, you could stitch a button on it. Depends, you know, what space you've got. You could stitch, I've seen like cardboard buttons. I've got one somewhere. I keep finding it and then losing it. I think Tanya might have sent me it. Not in here, is it? I don't think it is. No. Oh, I forgot I had all those tickets in there. You know, it could have something in it there to make it interactive. And what should we do with the back? We need to do something with it, but I don't want to do anything. Don't want fabric. Shall I put some more paper on it? I could put another book image. Oh no. Let's go in the. Let's go in the box of you knows. some pretty paper on the back. Oh, that's nice. That's like doily, grungy doily print. It's oh, that's nice as well. Now then, what have we got on the front? Oh, decisions. We've got a lot of pattern. Let's go with the doily. It's whose is it? Botanical, that's it. Which is not a name. It's her name is Anne. It's Botanical is the name of her channel. Right, I like that dark edge, so I'll try not to take too much off it. And that's what happens when you don't take much off on the decal edge. Any idea what size I want? Do I want it all? I don't really want to cover all the book page. Let's. I've done the bottom. Yeah. Let's rip the rest. Let's go from there. Nope. I always get a funny one, don't I? A funny tear. Oh, that fits perfectly. I'm going to cover all that white. I'm going to leave some of the white, that, you know, there, but just a bit of it. Yeah, so that nice clean white kind of shows up. Looks a bit like a pocket, doesn't it? It's not a pocket. Of course, you could put pockets on them. I've got quite a few pages where I've sewn pockets on, you know, ready to make into journals, which will be an upcoming, I suppose I could call it a series, if you like, very soon. Okay, right, it's time that I went and did some housework, if truth be told. I have been either out the house or in this room more, well, not more than I should have. That's not true, is it? But yeah, things are building up. I need to go square the house up a little bit. It won't take me half a day, but I really must do it. Where's the one I've just done? Is that it? Yeah. Maybe it does need a label up there, I think, of some description. A plainish one. Shall I do it now? I do this all the time, don't I? Say I'm going and then I don't. That's not plain at all, but it's the shape I want. Tall and thin. Long and thin, I should say. It's not tall. See, I'm drawn to all the pretty ones, but it really wants plain. Oh, it's a bit of a grungy one. Look, let's have that. We're grungy everywhere else. Let's have a grungy label. I think it's one of Tina's. I might be wrong. It could be Tanya's. But I think... Oh, I don't know now. I'm confused. It's one of those two. That much I do know. Yeah, be nice if something stamped in it now, but stop. I need to stop. Okay, let me know if you like them or they're not your thing or whatever. But yeah, I will probably be doing the rest of them. Might put pockets on a couple, but the rest of them I'll be using these lovely images and some more up on. That one's bigger. Look, I've got them all various sizes. I was going to say styles, but not really. Yeah, love those images. Love to be able to use the images. And then don't forget these. Really simple, easy, quick, but still using up book page. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know, and I will see you tomorrow, Saturday. What are we doing Saturday? I've completely forgotten. Pass. Did this used to be a Saturday? Oh, I don't know. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.